There's a quiet revolution happening in the tech world, a subtle shift in power and perspective that's reshaping how we think about digital currency and online communities. It's a movement driven by everyday people, not just tech elites or financial institutions. And it's not about the latest gadget, the newest phone, or the shiniest piece of tech. It's something far more fundamental. It's the Pi Network, a digital currency project. An app and an idea that's exploded to tens of millions of users worldwide, spanning continents and cultures. It's a global phenomenon, connecting people in a shared digital economy. Every day, people tap a button on their phones, a simple action that belies a complex and ambitious project. Mining a digital currency that isn't even on major exchanges yet. A currency still in its developmental stages, but with a rapidly growing community and a clear vision for the future. No big marketing campaigns, no flashy ads, no celebrity endorsements or expensive commercials, just word of mouth and a promise. Anyone can join, regardless of their background or experience. No technical skills or money required. It's designed to be accessible to everyone with a smartphone. Pi's growth is the kind of viral success Silicon Valley dreams of, a testament to the power of community and a compelling idea. For users, it's about being early, about getting in on the ground floor of something potentially revolutionary, about building something new together, a shared digital economy that could change the way we think about value and exchange. They feel like pioneers, not just users. Stakeholders in a project that could redefine value, challenging traditional notions of finance and ownership. This sense of ownership and community is powerful, a driving force behind Pi's growth and a key differentiator in the crowded cryptocurrency space, creating loyalty that banks can only envy, a deep connection between users and the project that transcends mere financial interest. Pi's appeal isn't just the tech, it's the accessibility, the ease of use, and the inclusive nature of the project. It's a break from the complicated, exclusive world of traditional finance and crypto, a breath of fresh air in a space often dominated by technical jargon and high barriers to entry. Pi invites everyone to the table, offering a seat to those who have been traditionally excluded from the digital economy, no matter their background, their financial status, or their technical expertise. That's the secret, a digital currency for the masses, a project that aims to democratize access to digital finance and empower individuals around the world. Growing quietly but rapidly, building a global network of users and a foundation for a new digital economy. The question is, what makes Pi so magnetic in a world full of digital noise? What is it about this project that has captured the attention of millions and sparked a global movement? So, you've heard about Pi Network, but what is it? Let's break it down and get to the heart of what makes Pi different. At its core, Pi Network is a digital currency that you can mine right on your phone. It's designed for everyday people. Forget about needing expensive, power-hungry hardware. There's no need for that here. And most importantly, no wasted electricity. Pi mining has a minimal impact on your phone's battery life and the environment. The project was created by Stanford PhDs, bringing a level of academic rigor to the crypto space. It's designed from the ground up to be eco-friendly and accessible to everyone, regardless of their technical background. Mining Pi is incredibly simple. It's as easy as tapping a button once a day. It's designed to be a seamless part of your daily routine. The ultimate goal? To build a massive, truly global community before the currency even hits the open market. A community that is ready to use Pi in their everyday lives. Unlike most crypto projects that focus on technology first, Pi started with people, with building a strong and engaged community, not just focusing on price speculation. Pi Network is currently in what they call an enclosed mainnet phase. The network is live and functioning, but it's protected from outside exchanges and external market pressures. This allows the community to focus on building real-world utility and thoroughly test transactions in a secure and controlled environment. A vibrant ecosystem of apps are actively being developed within the Pi network. And even within this enclosed network, users are already beginning to trade Pi with each other for goods and services. It's a deliberate and carefully planned, slow and steady approach to cryptocurrency development. The focus is squarely on real-world use and long-term sustainability, not fleeting hype or speculative bubbles. Pi's true power comes from its users, from the collective effort of its community. The more people who join and actively participate, the stronger and more resilient the network becomes. Every daily tap on that mining button is a vote of confidence in a new kind of digital economy, one that's accessible and inclusive. By giving millions of people a stake in the network from the very beginning, Pi ultimately aims to become one of the world's most widely distributed and used digital currencies. It's an ongoing experiment in making crypto truly simple, social, and user-friendly, and most importantly, truly global in its reach and impact. The underlying foundation of Pi Network? It's community, not complexity, that drives the Pi Network forward. Let's take a moment to really compare the old way of doing things, the traditional financial system, with this new approach, this innovative technology that's rapidly changing the landscape. We're talking about a fundamental shift in how we interact with our finances. Traditional banks are gatekeepers. They stand as the guardians of your money, requiring paperwork, often mountains of it, fees that seem to pop up at every turn, and minimum balances that can feel restrictive and out of reach for many. They control access, dictating who gets to participate and under what conditions. They set the rules, often complex and difficult to understand, and ultimately they profit from your money, generating wealth for their shareholders. Moving money, especially across borders, becomes a complicated and often frustrating process. It's slow, burdened by bureaucracy, and incredibly expensive thanks to those wire transfer fees. But Pi flips the script. It offers a completely different paradigm. If you have a smartphone, you're automatically in. Access is democratized and readily available. No hidden fees, no credit checks to exclude you, and absolutely no barriers to entry. It's open to everyone. Pi is decentralized, meaning power is distributed across the network. No single company controls the ledger, ensuring transparency and preventing manipulation. Transactions are peer-to-peer, cutting out the intermediaries, fast, efficient, and designed to be nearly free, making it accessible to all. The power shifts away from centralized institutions to individuals, empowering people to take control of their own financial lives. Banks exist primarily to generate profit for their shareholders, often at the expense of their customers. Pi, on the other hand, exists solely to serve its community, prioritizing the needs of its users above all else. Value isn't extracted by a middleman taking a cut. It's created collaboratively and shared equitably by the users themselves. Pi is more akin to public infrastructure, a shared resource, than a traditional company. It's a platform designed for anyone to build upon and contribute to. It's a bottom-up revolution, driven by the collective will of its users, not a top-down system dictated by a central authority. The difference between these two systems is fundamentally philosophical. It's a question of control versus empowerment, restriction versus freedom. With Pi, the community is unequivocally in charge, shaping its future and directing its development. Why are millions drawn to Pi's model? Distrust in banks runs deep, scandals, fees, and feeling like just a number. Pi offers transparency and fairness, especially for the unbanked. Billions lack access to financial services. Pi meets them where they are, on their phones. It's a lifeline for those excluded from the traditional system. There's also the thrill of being early, like the Bitcoin pioneers. Tapping a button daily is a low-risk, high-potential bet. The referral system and in-app chat create a real sense of community. People aren't just users, they're collaborators, building something new. The social aspect is powerful support, discussion, and shared purpose. Pi is more than an app, it's a movement. It's about belonging to a collective vision for a fairer financial future. That's something no bank can offer. So, is Pi actually being used? Yes, and in creative ways. During the enclosed mainnet, users can't cash out, but they're trading Pi for real goods and services. From coffee shops in Vietnam to repair stores in Nigeria, Pi accepted here signs are popping up. People are bartering Pi for everything from sneakers to groceries. Each transaction is proof that Pi can work as money, even without an official price. Value is set by buyers and sellers. 10 Pi for a pizza, for example. This grassroots barter system keeps value circulating locally. In places with unstable currencies or limited banking, Pi is a practical alternative. There's no fixed exchange rate yet, so prices vary, but every deal strengthens the network. It's messy, experimental, and real. The Pi economy is being built, one trade at a time. Pi Network is more than just another crypto, it's part of a global power shift. For centuries, banks and governments controlled money and access. Blockchain changes that letting communities create and manage their own economies. With Pi, your phone becomes your bank and your gateway to a global marketplace. You own your assets, no bank can freeze or block your funds. This is financial self-sovereignty, true control over your money. For the excluded, it's liberation for everyone. It's empowerment. Pi isn't just about replacing banks, it's about offering choice and freedom. Every user is voting for a more decentralized, democratic future. The revolution isn't loud, it's millions quietly building a new system. Power is shifting from boardrooms to smartphones. This could reshape finance for generations. The change is already in your pocket. The rise of Pi's barter economy is remarkable. Without an official exchange, users built their own marketplaces, websites, social groups, and local networks. It's a global digital flea market where everything is priced in Pi. These platforms test and prove Pi's real-world utility. Every successful trade turns Pi from theory into tangible value. Marketplaces range from global to hyper-local, adapting to different cultures and needs. In some places, Pi is used for digital services, in others, for food or crafts. This flexibility is Pi's strength. Users shape the economy themselves. It's a modern barter system, powered by technology. Value is set by the community, not Wall Street. The foundation for a new economy is being laid, one trade at a time. But Pi's path isn't without obstacles. The big test is the open mainnet. When Pi can be traded on exchanges, this could bring volatility and selling pressure as users cash out. Regulation is another hurdle. Governments are still figuring out crypto rules. Pi must navigate legal challenges and comply with KYC requirements. Scalability and security are crucial. Can the network handle millions of transactions safely? The tech will be tested when real money is at stake. The team must keep the community engaged and patient as development continues. Momentum is hard to maintain over years. Success depends on both technology and the faith of its global user base. The next phase will determine if Pi can truly deliver on its promise. Zooming out, Pi Network is more than just a cryptocurrency. It's a case study in how tech can challenge old power structures. Who should control our money, institutions or people? Pi bets on the crowd, sparking a global conversation about the future of finance. People want systems that are inclusive, transparent, and fair. Whether Pi becomes a global currency is uncertain, but its impact is real. It's awakened millions to the potential of decentralized tech. Banks are being forced to innovate or risk irrelevance. Competition from projects like Pi drives progress for everyone. The core ideas, decentralization, accessibility, community, are reshaping our digital lives. Real change starts from the ground up, not the top down. Pi's story is a reminder. The future is built by those who believe in a better way, and it's happening now, one tap at a time.